the Apostle Paul is talking to the Philippian church. He wasn't able, after he would plant a church, to stay there where they were. He had to go other places to do other things, to form other churches, preach other gospels, cast out devils in the name of Jesus. So he sent word back to him, I need y'all to do this for me. I don't want y'all to fall off. You know how when you first get saved, I've been saved in the church my whole life, but I haven't been saved my whole life. But when I first got saved, when I was younger, you know, you changed everything about yourself. Whatever they told us to do back in the 70s and the 80s, we did it. Even if it wasn't connected to the Bible, if the saints said do it, we did it. And so we was trying to live this real good saved life. But now you know how some folk been saved some years and you don't do like you used to. I don't care what you have on, I don't care how you do, but you don't even pray like you used to. And some of you don't read the word of God like you used to. You used to witness to people walking down the street, now you look into your car and looking at people like they're crazy, but this is an outline for what we are supposed to do. The Philippian church was a persecuted church. They were in trouble. And I was looking to see, I was like, when were they first established? When did he first plant this church? And the first member of the Philippian church was a woman. Her name was Lydia. Then they had the second member, third member, fourth member. It was the jailer. You remember when Paul and Silas were in the jail and there was a cry that was made at midnight and the jail doors flung open. Well, the jailer came down there, and when he saw the doors open, he was getting ready to kill himself because he knew they was going to kill him for letting the prisoners out. And Paul yelled out, "We all still here." He asked, "What must I do to be saved?" Because anybody that can open jail doors and the folks stay in there so I won't get killed, I got to know they God. Is it anybody asking about your God? Come on now. What are they asking about when they see you? Then if you don't know, we got to go back to this book. We got to go back to this lesson. We got to relearn how it used to be. Yes, ma'am. And the perfect example of what we ought to do is Paul telling us how Christ did. Yeah. Somebody say, I'm going to do it like Christ. The perfect example. Clap your hands if you really believe that. This on the first Sunday of the year because we're now in the season of giving. Yeah. This is the month, and we do celebrate the entire month. Pastor Phil, we celebrate the birth of Christ every day if you're a saint. But especially if the world will celebrate my Christ, I promise you I'm not going to let them outdo me. Yeah. Somebody that took the Christ out of Christmas and put an X in front of it, you a lie. It's Christmas. Hello? It's Christmas. It ain't even Christmas, it's Christmas. So I go back to the book to remind you of how we should be. So in this, if you look at it, the exegetical analysis of this text says that he was talking about really the death of Christ. But he never says that. He never says, he said to the cross. He never starts talking about it. He said, and he didn't say on a hill called Calvary. He didn't do that. I'm going to do that at the end. Don't worry about it. And so, but it is amazing to me. This amazed me when I was looking at this. In Matthew 1:21, it says, I'm going to read it, and it says, and she shall bring forth a son, y'all know it, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. The angel was looking forward to the death at his birth. She made a birth announcement and a death announcement at the same time. Because the only way he could have saved his people from their sins was on a hill called Calvary. One Friday night. Y'all better clap your hands for Friday night. The Bible says in John 17:1, he says, though he was rich, he made himself poor, became poor for our sakes. I wanted to know what rich means because everybody say that Jesus was poor. He was poor, he had money. Preachers all have money. I get it, it's cool. We'll talk about that another time. But I want you now, I challenge you to go to John, the 17th chapter, the first verse. And I challenge you now to study that one verse this week. So you can find out what rich really means. He wasn't talking about, he got to talk about how much his father had. He created the heaven and the earth. Yes, he did. He created everything that is. Normally people with money don't have to talk about it. Do you notice that? It's the people without money. We all wearing the Gucci belts and all. That's us. The people with money, they wear sneakers, not gym shoes. They don't wear Jordans. They don't wear the latest stuff. They low-key with it. So Jesus was low-key with it, but he was low-key with it. He was like, God, I done took the riches off. What you put the riches back on me? What I found out was the riches was the glory.
That's it.
So he relinquished the glory to come down and condescend to the level of man and put on this flesh. He took the glory off for me. Y'all better clap your hands for him. He knew that the saints of Philippi had a certain affection for him. This is Paul. You know how if you talk to certain people a certain way. Can we agree? Yeah. There's people that in my life, I know I can say anything to these people. They know how I am. I don't have to preface it with a statement of, this may be a little harsh. They already know me.
Already know.
And there's some people that love me and will listen to me. There's some people that I give chastisement to so they become better. Amen? Amen. It's like I love you guys at a level that I have to tell you when you're wrong or walking in error. I have to tell you when I see you slipping because I love you. Yeah. And I care about you. If anybody loves you, they will not let you continue to walk in error. I was saying it yesterday. You got some people you hang around, they won't even tell you got lipstick on your teeth. All you got to do is take it off. I'm telling you one more time, in 2017, check your circle. Tell somebody around you, check your circle. Check your circle. That's right, sir. And so, Paul was talking to them out of love because he loved them very much, and he knew for sure that they loved him back. That's right. So he was saying to them, I'm going to give you this information because you're going to need it. Right. Some people you might be saying, I don't need it now. If you don't need it now, I declare it for heaven, you're going to need it later. Sometimes stuff don't come, right when we need it then. But everything's going good for some of us. Raise your hand if everything going good. You don't have no problems right now. Everything cool. You're living straight and everything all right. But touch 3 people and say, you know that changes. You know that changes. You know that changes. And before you know it, long before you know it, then you're in a position where your faith is failing you. And you're going to have to remember that the woman of God said, we still got to hold on. We still got to keep the faith. Don't start standing back now when the devil starts trying you. And he's going to try you because that is his job. We took his place. We are now the apple of God's eye where he used to be. And he even took his name. We don't even call him by the same name no more. And he wants us to fail, so he's going to come and try and steal, kill, and destroy with error of doctrine and everything else. But we got to remember, I'm going to hold on to my faith. Come on, clap your hands if you believe it. In verses 2 and 3, it says, let nothing be done through strife or vain glory. You know how there are some people, and there was one commentary said, don't try to outdo nobody. Don't try to out-preach nobody is what they said. So back in the day, people used to testify. And then, like, somebody would get up and thank God for being here. Oh, the Lord really brought me out. He was good to me. And so the next person, they was real fiery, and everybody got up and started clapping and shouting. Okay, so the next person testified, like, okay, I gotta do better. God is ready, God, That's vainglory. I wanted to make sure you knew what I was talking about. How many know that the power of God is not in the yell? You don't have to. How many know it? I want to know how many know, because if you don't, I'll stay here a little while. Okay, good. Put your hand down. You don't ever have to yell for the power of God to be real. Listen to this. The power of God is real. And it was just as real when I said the power of God is real. Yes. Sometimes this is something, this is a bird's eye view now. Transparency moment. So you have to, as a preacher, talking about preaching for just a moment, you have to be careful that flesh don't insert itself in your word. Do you hear me? It'll instantly do it. That's why constantly when I'm standing up here, I'm saying, God, have I said enough? Have I done enough? And you know when the flesh start kicking in. Y'all hear me? I'm in the book though, right? I'm in the 2nd and the 3rd verse of the 2nd chapter of Philippians, where it said, do nothing for vainglory or strife. Amen. Clap your hands if you believe it. All right. It also says, let there be no competition. Let there be no competition. Right. Have you ever seen some people that try to outdress you? Yeah. I come from a dressing family. They just dress. That's what they do. My grandmother used to go to the grocery store with a long skirt on and a sequence hat. That's just who she was. And I dress up now just because they did. I would prefer to be casual. But we do what we do. Amen? But I don't try to come down and dress nobody. Well, you do you. But you tell somebody you do you. Because can't nobody do you like you can do you. There's only one you. So you coming in trying to wear a big hat, you looking crazy and it's cooked over to the side like, no. You trying to wear the blonde hair like Pooh. You trying to wear the red hair. It don't look good on you. That's not for you. Everything is not for everybody. Look at mommy with them red braids. She looks beautiful with them. Don't y'all try that. Don't try that. Don't try that. Don't try that.
That's right.
Trying to be in competition. And sometimes you don't even realize you're in competition with people. And you're in competition with people that ain't even studying you. They don't even know you exist. They don't even know you doing it.
Amen.
Then they start dressing down and all of a sudden they come back and they done surpass you. You're like, oh man. Now you spending money you don't have to impress people that don't even know. Come on, somebody clap your hands for the Lord Jesus. The third and fourth verse, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem one better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. This is where a lot of people, a lot of times, I am a person like this. I'm such, or used to be, such a private person. I did not let anybody in. But what I found out is that not letting anybody in was from the fact that I was living through rejection. And had already decided if I let them in, they was going to hurt me. I didn't even know this is how my brain was working. So I didn't let a whole lot of people in, and so I was closed off. And so I wasn't thinking about you because I was too busy thinking about me. And I was so consumed with myself, I became very self-centered. Rejection made me self-centered. Y'all hear me? Well, you don't even realize it sometimes because you've gone through a lot of stuff. You've gone through many high trials and some tribulations and some persecutions. Not like they was going through, because they was actually killing them back then. You know, your lights get off and you persecute. Get a candle and keep it moving. It's cool. Get some flashlights with some batteries. It's all right. You're not the first person who had your lights cut off, and I promise you, you won't be the last. It'll be all right. Go down to Cedar. Get yourself together. Get up. Stop sleeping all day and then Cedar. Pay the phone. Y'all, it's cool.
Watch out now, watch out.
The Lord just told me to tell you this. Some of the atrocities that we're suffering because we won't do what God already told us to do. He already provided a way of escape, but we won't use it. Keep your hands. Just go. Your hands and say, ouch. It's cool. Some of you are suffering needlessly. Oh, what needless pains we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Come on, somebody say, what a friend. What a friend. Yes. Hallelujah. So you have to consider somebody else other than yourself. Have you ever thought about anybody else other than yourself? And I know some people are saying, but I don't have that much. I'm not asking you to give away anything just yet. I'm asking you to open your heart to think about somebody else. The greatest thing you can give somebody is some prayer. The greatest thing sometimes all somebody needs to know is, I'm praying for you. I was thinking about you this week. Are you all right? I was praying that the Lord would do it for you special. God did tell me something about you, Pastor Luther. He said that He was going to heal you from this dis-ease that occurs with you eating. You're going to be able to eat whatever you want to eat in 2018. Anytime you want to eat, clap your hands and say yes. So be able to pray for somebody else. Man of God said on Friday night, he said he told God he almost went 30 days without a blessing. He said, I never go 30 days without a blessing. I told God, he said, God told him to go pray for somebody. He said, all right, okay, well, he went on, God, I need that blessing. He said, the bishop came to his house and said, get up, put your clothes on, brush your teeth. We're getting ready to go pray for somebody. You know how when God says something, He's already opened the door for you to do it. He said he really didn't want to inconvenience himself, but he wanted the blessing. So he got up and went on and put his clothes on. He said, where we going? He said, we driving out. He said, it's 39 miles to go out to this man's place to pray for him. He said, I really didn't want to ride 39 miles to pray for nobody. Said when he got up there, he saw the man with some coveralls coming out. It was wilderness. This is in Houston. If you drive 39 miles out of Houston, you're going to see cows, I promise you. So they was out in the middle of nowhere, and the man came out with his suspenders on and his cap. He said when he put his hand on the man's head, he started crying. He said his knees were shaking. He said, I wasn't crying about what I was getting ready to say. He said, I was crying because God was chastising me because I didn't want to do this. Do you know that it's pride when you don't want to do something that God has empowered you to do? It's not because you can't do it. You're not saying, God, I can't do it. You're saying, I don't want to do it. Are you kidding me?
Watch out.
What if God Lord Jesus, I done had some situations. What if God said, I don't want to do it in any one of your situations? What you think about it? Just the worst one that you had. Think about that one. What if he said, I don't want to do it? Jesus. God, somebody repent right now. Just repent, Lord, I'm sorry for not doing what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it. I'm sorry that I thought myself, I didn't want to be hassled. I didn't want to be inconvenienced, but I wanted the blessing. I wanted your hand, but I didn't want your face. Lord, somebody said, Lord, I'm sorry. So he said, he started praying for the man. He said, I'm going in for surgery on my heart in a couple of days. And he said, he told him, it's not your heart. He said, it's a stroke. He said, God had told him. Wow. He said, no, they're going to do the surgery on my heart. It's mine. He said, it's not. He said, it's not your heart. It's a stroke. He said, okay. Man went to the hospital. They took the x-rays when they got him ready to take in. And once they took the x-rays, before they take him into surgery, they couldn't find what they saw. Wow. They came out. Hey, you can clap your hands for them. They came out. They told them what we previously saw and we thought was your heart is not your heart. What we see now is that you've had a stroke. Y'all better clap your hands for God. He told them, we're going to give you the medication that you need and you're going to be all right. Look at somebody and say, you're going to be all right. Now clap your hands and praise him on it. So they had to make the ride out to the farm one more time. So he took that 39-mile drive out to the farm one more time. He said the man took him past his house to a big red barn. He swung open the doors and there were 8 cars in the barn. He said there were BMWs, Jaguars, Mercedes. He said 08. He said these wasn't 000 cars. He said the man said, I want to give you all these cars. Y'all don't hear me. He said, I want to give you all these cars. He was a mechanic. He said, these are cars that I fixed and people didn't come and pick up. Wow. How many know the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous? How many can praise him on what God is going to give you that used to belong to somebody else? That they left it because they didn't want it no more. Because he turned their mind because he's going to bless you. Oh, y'all ain't really praising him. I dare you to inconvenience yourself and get out of your seat.